Ride around my top down, window shaking a lot now. I'ma stay proud, no Kane Brown, but I thank God for these days now. Don't make sounds, crash glass, no rebounds. End town, Nashville, and I stay proud now. Hey guys, welcome to Nashville. As always, right to the side of me, I got my main man DeMonte with me.
What's up?
We're in for a special treat today. I got Sheldon Bailey on the line, everyone. How you doing, Sheldon?
What's up, y'all? I'm good. I'm good.
And that's good to hear, man. Good to hear. Long time no talk, man.
I'm about to go hit these courts in a little bit over here in San Francisco for the Hoop It Up.
All right, heck yeah, man. For the people that don't know, give us a little bit of a background on you.
Uh, I'm a professional basketball player, an actor, music artist, writer, creative consultant. Uh, yeah, so I mean, I wear a few different hats, but all things that I'm really passionate about, and I've been working on pretty much since I was in elementary school. To be honest with you.
Okay, heck yeah, man. What would you say is your biggest passion? I mean, obviously hooping is something that you've been doing for a long time. Would you say hoops come over
Yeah,
the acting?
no, not at all. But I mean, hoops was before acting. But I've been acting for a long time, and I've honestly loved acting as long as I've loved basketball. But you know what I mean? Like basketball got me a college scholarship. Basketball got me, you know what I mean? Well, I guess a combination of basketball and acting. But as an adult, really like getting paid for the first time and things like that was basketball. And you know, but I'm 40 years old, man. You can't hoop forever. And so I really do love entertainment. I love writing. I love being able to perform and things like that. You know, and there's things that I feel like I could do pretty much for the rest of my life. But I love hooping because it's like in me. It's like a part of life for me. But I don't know that it's my overall favorite thing, but it might be what something I'm definitely an expert at.
You think you get a lot of roles based off of the hooping?
Of course. But I've also worked really hard on my craft to be seen as more than my stature and size and my basketball swag. But I definitely have been employed a lot in the acting world because of basketball. It's been one of my niches. But I also, people ask me sometimes how does it feel to be typecast or whatever. I'm like, I'd rather be typecast than not cast.
Yeah,
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 Um,
yeah.
you know
exactly,
what I mean?
exactly. For a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
I know a little bit about the acting. Like obviously Nickelodeon. You had a major character on Nickelodeon. With Cal. You know Cal,
Yeah.
right?
Right.
Like Keenan and Cal.
Yeah.
So he played with Cal on Game
Okay.
Shakers.
Gotcha.
How was that, Shell?
Man, Game Shakers was an amazing experience. It was the first time I got contracted for like a long term deal. But before that, I was on Shameless for a couple seasons, and I did a bunch of guest stars. I've done a bunch of guest stars in my career. But Nickelodeon was awesome, especially with the work I've done with kids over the years. It gave me just like a great platform for me to be able to, have like some more legitimacy with the young people. That between that and continuing to be in NBA 2K, the video game, has really helped me out with my credibility with the kids and being able to have speaking engagements and going to schools and stuff like that. But Nickelodeon was a ton of fun, ton of fun. I mean, those episodes still air. I did 57 episodes. You know what I mean? It's a significant amount, and we just had a ball, man.
Wow.
So, but I have to ask y'all. So, you mentioned typecasting. So, my
Hmm.
question off of that note, how it can't be a bad thing when that typecasting lands you stunt doubling for the man himself, LeBron James. So, I have to know when your phone rings and that call comes in and that offer hits the table. That's got to take your mind, soul, everything that you work for to
It
another
used
level.
to.
Yeah.
It used to. It used to. I no longer do that position anymore.
Right.
But I definitely had a long run doing it. It was very exciting. It gave me a lot of opportunities to work with top people in the industry
Right.
because whenever you bring in LeBron James to the table, this is a global, worldwide event. You know what I mean? Like at the highest levels. So being able to perform as him was also like, I feel like helped give me some basketball credibility. For me not to have gotten to the league, these opportunities do help me like, feel like the work is worth it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm in video games like NBA Stars, or I'm portraying, arguably the greatest basketball player ever, and I'm able to do this like seamlessly. Like people watching TV don't even know the difference.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Between what I was doing and what LeBron was doing in these commercials. And some of these commercials, LeBron wasn't even physically present. It was just me. And, you know what I mean? We was able to like trick the camera enough that people, thought that was all LeBron. And I mean, we did it probably about, I don't know, 25, 30 times.
Yeah.
Wow.
So you're at a tournament today. So now my question goes, because everybody knows this about you, does that cause some of the yapping on the court to kind of intensify?
I mean, because of my size, I'm not the biggest dude, but whatever it is, that like I always attract the hecklers, bro.
Right.
Like,
Right.
so whoever gonna be out here jaw jacking or whatever, they usually have a tendency to try to find me.
Right.
But I don't really like to say too much, man. I appreciate the motivation actually.
Yeah.
So that sometimes I'm 40 in the game now, man. I'm not always motivated. So sometimes a little bit of that jaw jack can get me excited.
Right.
And then now I'm about to now I gotta bust your ass.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
That's funny.
I was chilling,
Yeah,
but
until-
now
right.
we talking. Okay, let me get this strap.
Yeah.
So, Sean, would you do an NBA 2K? Because I had no idea about that.
Man, I've been doing NBA 2K since 2015. That was my player. So whenever you play career mode, that was my voice, my movements,
That's cool.
and all of that. And then they brought me back to play another character named ATM. And I think ATM has appeared in NBA 2K maybe 5 times. I'm like tied, I think, or maybe I'm like one behind the most tenured career mode actors.
Are you
It's either me or
kidding?
it's me. Nah, it's me and Jackson Ellis. I've been in NBA 2K like 7 times. Man.
That's cool. I didn't know that.
That's
dope.
crazy.
Yeah.
So that's like you talking and stuff?
Yeah, ATM. Whenever that character, and like people got ATM is kind of legendary in NBA 2K, man, because he was a smack talker. And I'm also like I think the only person that was a my player and then came back as somebody else.
Wow. That's insane, man. That's
Yeah, that's
freaking
pretty
dope.
dope.
I had no idea
dope.
about that. So, like,
Yes, sir.
staying on the topic of basketball, we know you have a role in Sterling Affairs coming
Yeah, I
up.
played DeAndre Jordan.
DeAndre Jordan.
Nice.
Okay. So how was it working with Mr. Fishburne?
It was amazing. I mean, Lawrence Fishburne is one of the greatest actors of our time. I mean, somebody that I've watched over the years. And so, that's one of the things about like basketball creating opportunities for me. You know what I mean? Some people would just look at it like, oh, playing another basketball role. But I mean, we're not even playing all that much basketball in here. I am portraying a basketball player, but the character I actually am portraying has quite a bit of depth. And then, being the actor and being able to share scenes with Lawrence Fishburne, who portrays Doc Rivers, was, one of the biggest compliments to me in my career, that somebody respected what I can do as an actor well enough that I'm sharing scenes with, one of the GOATs. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That joint is crazy to me, bro. You know what I mean? Like, people really, they trusting and putting money into my situation and trusting that I can go in, deliver, and perform, toe to toe with the best. And so, I've been able to do this in basketball, but now it's really hitting another level in my acting career.
Heck yeah, man.
Would you consider that is that your highlight reel on the acting side of things to this point?
Yeah, I would say that is Shameless. Shameless is real special because I had did maybe about 100 basketball commercials before I even got my first real TV role, and I really appreciated that.
Right.
That role was on a critically acclaimed show that had nothing to do with basketball.
Right.
And we had a cool little run on there as well. But I've worked really hard on this craft, and I've had a lot of success in basketball, but having a high level of respect in the acting business and in the music industry are things that I continue to aspire to do.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's good.
Heck yeah.
That's
What
good.
about Al Bundy. What's his real name?
Ed O'Neill.
Ed O'Neill. Yep. So Ed
Yeah.
O'Neill's also on the show.
Ed O'Neill, yeah, he plays Donald Sterling.
I know Ed O'Neill for being Al Bundy,
Al.
like which is
Everybody knows him as Al Bundy.
hysterical.
Yeah.
So like I'm assuming this is more of like a serious role for him. Like does he play like that good like serious character pretty good?
It's serious, but the way he portrays Donald Sterling, who I feel like was just kind of like a billionaire that is like slightly just oblivious, not slightly, just kind of just oblivious to like regular people stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hilarious. Because he's a, you know what I mean? Like he's this crazy rich billionaire and he's just like some of his like, you know, just social cues are off. And, you know, respect for people is a little off. So a lot of it comes some of the moments come off hilarious, even in serious times. So I just did a great job of balancing. I think he does a great job of balancing. So we'll see how it come out.
We got a mix of Al Billionaire.
Yeah,
we'll mix the two characters.
Exactly.
Yeah. You got Al Billionaire.
You know, he also had a long run on Modern Family too.
Right.
He was Sofia Vergara's husband.
Yeah, they were legit on that show.
That was the highlight of his career.
Yeah, I mean, let's be real. The guy in me, but I'm saying the guy in me, you know, of course, I didn't even, you know, you forget he was on the show because Sophia was on the show. So let's be real. Let's call it.
But he killed it on the show. He did kill it. But Sophia was on the show.
Sophia kind of, I was like, I mean, look, man, I don't even watch that much TV. But I mean, if I click through in that song, I'm like, oh, you know, we may get, you know, a couple glances through the kitchen or whatever. But, you know, and it's one that, you know, your wife walked through and you're like, oh, no, I'm just watching Modern Family. Like, we're all good.
Just watching Modern Family.
It was Al Bundy. Or Al Billionaire in this sense.
So funny. So Shell, another thing, your son Solo, one of the top prospects looking right now for basketball. Also, I saw White Man Can't Jump. I saw him in White Man Can't Jump. He's doing his acting thing and he's doing the basketball thing on a very large scale. His highlight films on the way coming here, I was showing DeMonte.
Sick.
But in game doing 360 dunks on people.
Sick.
Yeah.
In the game.
That one was even crazy. It wasn't just a 360. He bounced it to himself.
I was gonna say he literally
he bounced it. I was sitting right there and I was like,
wait.
I was like, I seen him do it in warm-ups. But when he got, first of all, if Solo gets a runway on a fast break, he gonna do something crazy. Just look out. So I get nervous sometimes. I couldn't believe he did it. I couldn't believe he did it. I was almost like, because when somebody does that, it makes people sometimes feel like it's too easy. And it was actually a competitive game, but he was just really killing. And he got out there. And I'm telling you, when the kid get going, he definitely is electrifying. And it's really fun to watch. But sometimes I do get nervous as a dad. I'm just like, I don't know what this boy is about to do. I don't know what he about to try.
So Sheldon, did he teach you everything that you know for today's game, or is it the opposite?
Man, my son, well, you know what he has done? My son has motivated me in life since day one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Since his conception, he's motivated me. Honestly, if I didn't have a 16-year-old son playing basketball, I probably wouldn't be at this tournament right now.
Right.
He's one of the reasons why, you know, I stay in shape, or I stay competitive. We work out together. I train him. You know what I mean? So basketball is very much ingrained in our lives, and my son does. He does keep me motivated. For sure. And I've poured pretty much just about everything that I have into him. You know what I mean? On all fronts, from, you know, acting. I put him in White Man Can't Jump. You know what I mean? I put him in the Sterling Affair. You know what I mean? I took these opportunities to put him in there, but I've also honed his talent over time. You know what I mean? I took him to these auditions whenever he was a little kid, so he could get used to it. Basketball, obviously. I put my son as a very talented artist. I didn't recognize he was left-handed whenever he was a little kid, and so I put him in private art instruction. He had private art classes, you know, until this day. And now he's really starting to thrive and flourish as an artist, but I also recognized that art was like therapeutic for him too. It was one of those times I could see this little hype kid just, sit down and focus. Even with and then music, you know what I mean? I've definitely like pushed all kinds of music towards him, and he kind of makes music on the side or whatever as another little outlet for him. But sometimes I just smile with like, I don't mess with all the music he listened to, or most of it anyways, but every once in a while, I'll like hear him play like some real like hip hop records, like he'll be listening to like Alchemist, or you know what I mean, or like you know what I mean, like he'll be spitting like a Jadakiss freestyle, and I'm like, yeah, that's how I raised him right,
Exactly.
Not completely lost to the current game.
No, that's good.
That's funny.
Dude, so basketball style, totally different than you, right? From what he is, like he because he's a lot smaller than you.
That's the difference. I mean, we're both very athletic, fast, jump high, but he's more agile, and he definitely shoots more threes. He's more of a point guard situation, point combo guard, where I was a combo forward. So, the difference I think is more or less the size, and plus he's left-handed. And whenever you're left-handed, you play basketball, it's just you got like a different little swag to your game when you're a lefty.
Yeah.
Who has a higher vertical?
Now him.
Well, and that's so funny because I was actually gonna add. I was like, wait a minute, man. You're talking. Sheldon said
my
he's
son
40
vertical. First of all, the kid got like a 50-inch vertical. Period. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Which is ridiculous.
So even I might have a 30. Still giving up like 20 inches in vert.
Yeah, that's funny, man.
Yeah.
That is too funny. No, that's
The
dope,
kid's
though.
highlight.
But
highlight reel is sick.
I had bunnies. At his age though, I had crazy bunnies, and I definitely would dunk on my son.
So, and so Sheldon, that's where I was gonna go.
And I have dunked on him. He hasn't dunked on me. He hasn't never dunked on me. I've dunked on Solo a bunch. I mean, it's not saying much. He's my kid. But he never dunked on me.
But he's giving up a little size too now, so you can body him a little bit in the air where he's gonna have to put a little more effort
I will
in.
definitely foul him.
Yeah, he's gonna get bodied.
I will foul him.
Right, because he'll have that poster in his room, so it won't be.
Well, what's
going
to happen is he's gonna have to catch me sleeping. He's gonna have to catch me sleeping.
Yeah.
A little tip jam.
Right.
I'm late on a rotation or something like that. First, because I don't really get dunked on much, because I just know how it looks and how you like. I can see the setup. I'm like, either you got to make a player decision. You got to make a player decision. Yeah. You going up or you gonna get out the way? You fouling. It's just 3 options.
Right. That's
I have not, but I haven't really been smashed on too much in my life. Probably only 4 times, I think. I mean, it was all really bad though.
I was just about to ask.
It's never fun getting dunked on.
Now you got to tell me, Sheldon, who was the worst?
Man, I think
you still have bad dreams about it for sure. So
I have too. I got dunked on. I was a little kid at the park, and I was hooping at the park, and there's this dude named Shaq, and like nobody really jumps with Shaq, but at the time I was like 13. I was already dunking. I was feeling myself, and I went up with Shaq, and it was just like hitting a freaking wall. I remember I hit Shaq, then I hit the ground, and I just remember, boom!
Are you talking about? Wait a second.
The whole hoop shaking.
Was this?
It was bad. It was child abuse, bro. It was child abuse.
Not the Shaq.
I think he means the Shaq. Are you talking about the Shaq?
No. Actually, I did. I got a dunking story with that Shaq too, because it was kind of similar.
Tell us the dunking story.
It was one of my first. The real Shaq. The real Shaq I did my second commercial with, and so we had a dunk on contest. Like Shaq, he didn't know me, so he thought he was. So he went up, and I blocked it. Right, I blocked Shaq up. I swear that I put this on everything. I put it on everything. Yeah. He was like, "Oh, like you got bounced." I was like, "Yeah." So I was like, my turn. I go up. I try to dunk on Shaq, right? And I'm like right there. I swear on everything, yo. I tried to build it. I'm right here, about to dunk it on in. Shaq pushed me. He shoved me.
Yeah.
He shoved me in the chest.
Yeah.
And so my fingertips just grazed the rim. I was like, Shaq, you fouled me. He was like, nah. He was like, it's my turn. I was like, Shaq, you literally just pushed me out the air. He was like, nah, it's my turn. I was like, wow, okay.
You know, it's probably
So
classic
I'm ready
Shaq.
now. I'm loaded up. I'm trying to block this dunk, and then I'm trying to get it back. And I'm really trying. At this point, I know I can dunk on Shaq if he goes straight up. This is when he was with the Miami Heat. So a little closer towards the end of his career, but he's still Shaq. He just won the world championship.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, he's still Shaq.
So we go up, and I go up with everything I got.
Yeah.
And then he does this. He hit me with one, and it stopped all my momentum. Like I literally like you ever see like a force field or something like that? Like he hit me with a force field.
That's
I
funny.
stopped. He cocked that joint back like
That's funny.
They had the light set up for the camera, and he shook the whole light grid. The whole light. And so I remember these guys was working. They was like, yo, what was that? And this guy was like, man, Shaq just dunked on this guy over there. I was like, this shit was bad, bro. It was bad.
That's funny.
So that's the story with the two Shaqs.
That's
But yeah,
funny.
I got to go get it in. I got to go get my hooping in, guys.
All right, man.
man, we
Good looks,
appreciate
bro. Appreciate you, man. Love your show.
Yes, sir.
Thanks for hopping in.
I appreciate
Go
you, boss.
kill him out there.
All right, for sure, bro.
All right, bro.
Thanks.
All right, everyone. That was the Sheldon Bailey. What'd you think about that?
Hey, man, great interview there, bro.
That was
And I
good, right?
appreciate we got a little more time than we thought we would get.
Than we
with him.
thought
So
we were
yeah,
gonna
that was
get.
good.
Yeah,
That was good.
he's a trip, man. You can't really beat some of his stories that
Hey,
he
man.
has. Like
Yeah.
you'll hear.
I'll never be LeBron's body though. I can promise you that, bro. Like
Yeah.
not unless now they have the surgeries now, so maybe you know, if I'm willing to
LeBron-
go in and like put maybe a foot or so in at the
on
kneecap.
thing.
Then yeah,
Yeah, this cat. I mean, I will tell you. So I talked to him earlier. He's like, yeah, I just finished this commercial for Nike. Like to think about like how many commercials he's done, like major commercials and freaking.
well in the NBA 2K, just
NBA 2K is one of the biggest
Nobody
characters.
even thinks about the fact that you sit there and you have that behind the scenes.
Yeah, behind
that
the
somebody
scenes role.
actually exists as these people and like are getting those kind of roles in life.
Like now when I'm playing 2K, I'm gonna be like, oh,
He's looking
yeah,
for ATM. He's like,
yeah.
where's ATM? I need.
Yeah,
I'm gonna play
ATM.
with my boy.
That's crazy.
that's dope.
Dude. That's wild.
That is dope, man.
Yeah, his son is coming in at the end of the month. They're doing a huge thing in Nashville or whatever.
Okay.
So Shell unfortunately can't make it, so I'm gonna be his chaperone because
Yeah.
he's only 16.
Yeah, you
So
guys.
I gotta-
you guys probably need a driver that day too, man. You know,
Yeah,
so just,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah,
hit
you're
your
the
boy
driver.
up and
You're
let me
in?
know. Yeah, we're in there.
Well,
I'll
if
be
you want to
there.
see some dunk fests,
We'll give him we'll give him a nice little tour of the city, and maybe he ends up landing here before long.
Yeah.
Does he have a school? Do you know if he's already selected a school? I mean, actually, I meant to ask you.
I don't think so. Yeah, because I think he probably still has
Well,
another
he's
year or
16.
two.
Yeah, he's still got
another
probably
ye-
2 years.
Yeah,
maybe.
another 2 years
Yeah.
before. But I'm assuming.
But
I
already a
know
commitment.
I know there's already tons of colleges looking at him.
Well,
that
he's a
want him.
McDonald's All-American, bro.
Yeah,
I mean, like
that want him
you don't
right
like
now.
I told you earlier, you don't make that squad without being a
without
dog.
being the best.
Yeah,
Yeah, which
you have
is
to be that guy.
which
Me
is
too.
crazy.
I'm lying. I've been to one. But I was about to make a joke and say they won't even offer me a ticket to that game, much less being on the court.
All right, so time to wrap it up.
Yes, sir.
This is Nastyville. Stay
Nastyville.
tuned for the next episode. We're always bringing on big new people. What'd you get out of today's episode? Anything big?
I know, man. It was. I think the interview with Sheldon was outstanding. You know, like I think that the variety, you know, that we have slated for the show is good. We're getting a good balance of all things: actors, basketball, rappers,
Basketball, rappers,
entertainers of
you
all
name
sorts.
it.
Yeah.
We're gonna bring on a farmer next week. No, I'm just
we
kidding.
we probably should bring on a farmer. I mean, like let's mix it all the way up and see what happens. Man.
Exactly.
You know? I mean, we're doing all these big guys, but hey, we gotta bring some of the
Right.
just regular corporate people in too, and let the
Mm-hmm.
people realize that they're not out there suffering on their own on Mondays.
Yep.
So,
We'll bring on a little bit of everyone, but
yeah,
we
But dope,
always
though.
keep it nasty.
It's gonna stay nasty.
All right, guys.
Yep.
Well, tune in and enjoy.
Ride around my top down, window shaking a lot now. I'ma stay proud, no Kane Brown, but I thank God for these days now. Don't make sounds, crash glass, no rebounds. N-town, Nashville, and I stay proud now.